Yo, peeps, what's going on? Look, we're going to talk about some unexpected news that has recently dropped. I did not see this one coming at all. Let's go straight into this one. Tom Aspinall signs a management agreement with Eddie Hearn. Matt, I didn't see this one coming at all. At all. This is getting hilarious at this point. Back and forth with Dana White and Eddie Hearn. Yeah, there's something to be said about this. So, let's talk about it. Tom Aspinall, if we go way, way back, obviously he's had the eye poke situation in his title fight. From that, he's had to go get surgery. I think half the crowd are supporting him, half the crowd thinks he's being a bit of a pussy. Whatever side you're on is what it is. Tom Aspinall feels the UFC hasn't really been back in his corner, and Dana White hasn't really been checking in on him. He feels a bit left out, left hang out to dry, basically. Put it that way. Cool. So that's that situation now. Fast forward, we have the whole Conor Benn, Eddie Hearn situation. Zuffa Boxing has swept in, offered Conor Benn 15 mil, around that kind of number, for a one fight deal, apparently. Eddie Hearn's heartbroken, literally heartbroken. Looks like he wants to cry. Looks like he wants to cry. Calls Conor Benn, said, or messages Conor Benn, we should have a chat. No. So he gets hang out to dry. Whatever you think of that situation is what you think of it. Cool. Fast forward now, because Dana White and Eddie Hearn began a bit back to back since they've announced the whole Zuffa starting their starting their whole league, their belt. Eddie Hearn kind of had a couple jabs at him, like, who wants to fight for a Zuffa belt? The whole history is WBC, WBA, IBF. That's world championship belts. That's what boxers aspire for. Yeah. But then is trying to change the script. He's trying to switch it up. And I hear some of the points that he's getting at, but that's a talk for another day. Dana's saying we're disrupting the whole thing. Yeah. He basically said, in this boxing thing, it feels like I'm fighting with babies. Something along those lines. Basically called him a pussy. He's done everything. Dana's gone mad. So now, after he's taken Conor Benn, we get this. Thomas Aspinall signing a management agreement with Eddie Hearn. Now, for me, this is funny, man. Just the back and forth, this is hilarious. But what does this mean for Tom Aspinall? What does this mean for Eddie Hearn on behalf of Tom Aspinall? What does this mean for the UFC on making agreements with Tom Aspinall? Now, it's only a management agreement, a management deal. So you have to bear in mind the way the situation works is UFC speaks to your manager. So the UFC, Dana potentially is supposed to be speaking with Eddie Hearn. But the thing is about this, the UFC isn't really under any regulatory body. There's no one who they really have to answer to. So technically, you being his manager, what's stopping them from saying, I'm not dealing with you? I'd like to know. What's stopping them from just being assholes and not doing good by Tom Aspinall in any form or any shape or form? Like, I don't know. Because at the end of the day, he's got someone to represent him. If they don't want to deal with him, the management, nothing stopping them, I guess. The only problem is Tom is your champion. And yeah, he's sitting on the sidelines right now. But hopefully he's back soon. you're gonna have to deal with him at some point. Like, he's not just a contender or someone on the rise. He's your champion. You can't just give him the boot that easy. Now, one way out of it is he's still recovering. How much longer is this recovery gonna take? Because at some point, they might just say stripped. And if it's long enough, they're within their right to do it. And if that happens, what's the play next? The only thing I can think of, if these men are playing chess, Tom has spoken about wanting to box. Is his contract nearly up? I don't know. I don't know the situation. Is it an Ngannou situation where obviously Ngannou fought for the title? Yeah, the situation where his contract was nearly up or something like that. And then he's gone boxing. Is that what's going to happen here? Guys, I want to know your opinion on this whole situation because this is mad. This is actually mad. Obviously, we don't know the ins and the outs, the in depths, but I'm thinking, are these men playing chess right now? Because I'm pretty sure Eddie would know that, the UFC can just make life difficult. I'm pretty sure he'll know that. So there must be more to the puzzle, if you get what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe it's just literally just pity pat. You know what I'm saying? He just said, fuck it, innit? He's cool with Tom. Let's just do this and be a management. I don't know. But for me, this is very interesting. I'm going to play a couple clips now. Yeah, guys, I've been talking for a minute. So, we've had this clip here.
News earlier today, Tom Aspinall was signed with Eddie Hearn as a manager. You obviously have some issues with Eddie. What did you think about that news and what do you make of that decision?
We don't have any issues with Eddie. They can get whoever they want to represent him. Tito Ortiz used to represent people and we got it done.
Rising news earlier.
So yeah, Dana's making a claim there. Look, we're not bothered by it. He can have who he wants manage him. We'll get the deal over the line either way. Dana's a liar. We know that. So he probably gonna make it difficult for the boy. But anyway, so this is Eddie Hearn's opinions, reactions on the whole deal and whatnot. A little clip here.
Absolutely. I mean, look, he has a contract with the UFC, so this isn't about bringing him into boxing. This is a commercial representation and an advisory capacity to help him across all of his business. And, I'm sure, and everything that I hear means he can go in there and do serious damage in the boxing world, but it's not on the short-term agenda for sure.
To be clear on that, obviously.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, Eddie's not dumb. Eddie's not dumb. Like, yeah, Dana said he's boxing with babies, but bro, Eddie's not an idiot. Like, you might fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, yeah, you know the saying. So I'm pretty sure Eddie knows what he's doing here in this situation. But we'll find out. Like, time has to pass to reveal, I guess. And the last one, I found this hilarious because the beef between these two, Dana White and Eddie Hearn, it's cooking. It's cooking right now. And I believe Dana White is going on the Piers Morgan show. Piers Morgan, a bit of a stirrer. He's asked him a couple questions. There we go, look.
Wants to box, we can box. We can box if Eddie wants to. He wants to box, we can box. We can box if Eddie wants to box. I don't think Eddie wants to box.
Would you be confident?
Yeah, back in the day, I used to box with all the guys, boxers and UFC guys. I have boxed.
So if Eddie Hearn's up for it, you're on for it.
Absolutely. Listen, if Eddie wants to box, we can box.
So, hey, he called him out. He called you out, Eddie. You got to answer. You got to answer that. You unboxing him. Hey, I say, hey, fight him. Fight him. Sign the contract, Eddie. Promoter versus promoter. That would do numbers, man. That would do some numbers. I can't even lie to you. But guys, I want to know your comments down below. Your whole thoughts on this whole situation. It's heating up right now. Dana versus Eddie. It's cooking. But let me know your thoughts, guys. I'm out.